Hey everyone, it's Azor Gaming here, back here with another video for Era of Celestials. Do not forget to like and subscribe for more video content in the future. Okay, so 256 players in this knockout. Let's get ready for round one, coming soon in 12 hours. Man, season 3 is finally here. Season 1 championship, I think, was Qatar. Season 2 championship, I think, was Lammy. And now we at Season 3, and Qatar is not playing no games. He does not want to lose any more. He got his character up to 654 million. I'm going to give you 3 people or maybe 2 people I think that are going to kill Qatar, possibly. They need to study Qatar, and if you're watching this video, I'm going to give you a tip of what exactly you need to kill Qatar and what you need to notice about Qatar's character on how to beat him. With that being said, I think 8, ALGRA8, is one person who has a chance to defeat Qatar, right? That's because he's a mage and he's strong with over 561 million power. With that being said, God Ares is another person that I believe that can kill Qatar. With 500 million power, he has a chance. Well, it says 500 million power inside his character, but he's 520 million power. With that being said, last but not least, another mage with almost 300 million HP. Qatar has 350 million HP. This guy has the closest chance of defeating Qatar. With that being said, I'm going to give you guys the tips of how to defeat Qatar. But before I do that, I'm going to add one bonus to the 3 people I named to defeat Qatar. It's a archer. I don't want to count out archers. Everybody uses a mage. For a long time now, I've said mages are the best. And they are, in my opinion. But I want to talk about one character, Firefly. Let's not forget Firefly. Let's not forget Lammy, who actually applied. Lammy was on vacation but applied to this tournament. But she's only in a 400 million power. But Firefly is one of the strongest archers in the world. I want to count Firefly in. At 523 million, I believe this player also has a chance. All they have to do is focus on what to use as far as legions, as far as everything else, and what Qatar account mainly focuses on. And I'm going to give you the tip right now. Here it goes. As you see here, Qatar has almost I thought it was 350 million. What it actually is not. It's 332 million HP. Okay? Now, let's just be really sharp right here. And really talk about the legions and the newest legion. My top 3 legions was Thanatos, Raspberry Maiden, and then Intellera, right? Now, they came out with a new legion, and man, oh man, this guy looks awesome. Kovis looks great. Remember my previous video or the video before last, I said Thanatos was a well-designed character, and I love how the developers are taking time to customize these characters. Well, they're really taking time to customize these character legions. Kovis looks absolutely amazing. If you just watch the old legions, how they just come in, so like Valorous, it was nothing really special. All one color, and then they had Trinity, all one color. It looked like they didn't care, right? All gold, simple. Then when you see something like Thanatos, look how this just come out like that item. He just appears out of nowhere, turns around, throws it, wings expand, really big. They're really caring right now, right? And now look at this guy, the newest guy. Spirit is coming out. He jumps on it, does a backflip. Shards come out, does some sword action with his spirit type weapon, right? Capes flying, wings are expanding. Absolutely amazing. It looks great. Now, can this guy take out Thanatos for my top 3? Can he take Thanatos top 1 and knock down Raspberry Maiden to top 3? Take out Intellera from number 3 to number 4, and just knock her out the top 3. And I'm gonna show you my top 3. It's Thanatos number 1, Raspberry Maiden number 2, and then we have Intellera number 3. These are my top 3, right? Now my top 1 is my top 1 because he has a skill that he gets 50% of the damage he deals as health back, and he ignores the target's defense. He ignores target defense, 50% of the target's defense. You know, he ignores it for 3 seconds. So that's why he's my top 1. He gets health back from his damage, and he ignores the target's defense. As far as my top 2, my number 2, damage reduction by 35% and resilience by 60% for 5 seconds. That's absolutely amazing as a defense Elysian. And then we have, last but not least, my number 3. Now, I recommend my number 3 to most mages. If you want to go strictly that one hitter potential, but you have no defense, good luck to you if knocking somebody out with really high HP, such as a guitar. Because if you don't one hit him, or if you don't punish him quickly, and this is not enough power, you will lose. So transform to that Legion as fast as possible and get that amazing damage that Intellera has, as far as, and she reduces the attack by 25% and your attack speed by 20%. So she's a great damage dealer, but to me, when you're this strong and you have over 300 million or over 250 million health, a little bit defense, in my opinion, and some HP goes a long way. So that's why I put Thanatos in number 1 for some HP regeneration. But let's go into the new guy. So let's go ahead and look at his new skill. You know, he transforms to Legion, Kovis. Your own soul or battle awakens, increases your life steal by 10%. Oh, life steal. Okay, why did I say Thanatos is number 1? Because his skills give him HP. But this guy has 10% life steal? Wow. It doesn't matter how hard you hit. If you get life steal and HP back, that's a big deal. Now, as far as the damage, 201%. Thanatos has 201%. 11,100 flat damage. And Kovis has 11,100 flat damage as well. Basically the same. Kovis is winning right now for the number 1, in my opinion, because that 10% lifesteal for 15 seconds. You get lifesteal by 10% for 15 seconds. That's pretty impressive. So every time you hit, you get 10% of the damage you get as health. For 15 seconds, that's pretty impressive. Now, these championship rounds are going to be a longer duration of a fight if you got this guy on. You got to pay attention to why they release these guys and what they want to do. They want these Elysians to be used in these tournaments for longer sustaining, not dying faster. They want people to survive. So you have Thanatos coming out, that giving you HP, and you have Kovis giving you HP back as well with lifesteal. You have to pay attention to those things, and we're gonna go into why Qatar is strong, or what Qatar uses, or how to kill Qatar. I'm gonna give you a tip right now. So Thanatos doesn't like Qatar doesn't like Thanatos because he didn't raise his Arm of Legion skill. He doesn't plan on using Thanatos. He doesn't like Raspberry Maiden, which is my number 2, because the hand-in-hand is level 1. He loves Caspian. Caspian's Frost Roar is level 4. His Descending Moon is level 4. And remember, guys, all this stuff raises the power. He might not be focusing on it. He might want it but can't get it. But he really loved these guys when they came out, I guess. Descending Moon is level 4. Valentine Prayer Blade is level 5. So you actually going to be probably fighting Valentine. Valentine increases Qatar's crit by 60%. That's pretty good. As well as the damage your target receives by 35%. So you're going to need defense to counter that 35% damage. and not really care too much about the crit. You can't really stop that, but you're definitely gonna need defense, or you're gonna out damage Qatar's damage. So one thing you have to do is go check Qatar's damage. His attack is right there. As you see, what is that? 89. What's that? I can't really. What's that? 8 million. What's that? 900k. 8 million. 8 million attack. So you got to make sure you have a higher attack than him. So you might want to go Intertellera to make sure you get that insane attack, reduce his attack and attack speed. You gotta be smart like that. You gotta use an Elysian for an Elysian, right? Depending on what you think that he's gonna use. But he has this Intertellera Blade of Time level 4. So you have to be really wise in what you're using right there. Increase his crit chance. So, and you have his Valentine. You have Prayer Blade. Attack has a 10% chance to creature attacked by 32.6% last 3 seconds. And then he has the Holy Fury if he uses on, right? So, with that being said, you have to watch those things. And let's just go and see what he did to Kovis. As soon as Kovis came out, which came out today, he raises Kovis Blaze Soul to level 2. So he likes it. You know, some of his other Elysian, he didn't even care to raise their Armor of Elysian skill, right? And that raises your power in overall. So let's go look at the second skill. 1,087% plus 14,175 flat damage. We go over to Thanatos and we look at 1,152% plus 12,825 flat damage. Well, the flat damage for Kovis is better as far as the percent is lower. So I'm not really impressed with Kovis so far besides that first skill. But in my opinion, Kovis is a better Elysian so far. It is a better Elysian because of the lifesteal. So overall, Kovis is number 1, okay, so far. But we have to go over one more skill. So Kovis is definitely knocking down Thanatos to number 2, and Raspberry made it to number 3, and Intertellera to number 4 in my book. Now it's all up to this third skill to see if Steel Storm takes the whole thing. You release a relentless attack towards up to 6 nearby enemies, deals 1,910% plus 14,700 damage. That is a lot of damage. Now I am highly impressed by the damage that is, because one of the top damage Elysian is 2,185%, and that damage that Kovis does ain't bad. It's not bad at all. And every time you deal damage, there's a 50% chance to deal an extra 1.5 to 2 times the damage. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. That means it's higher. That has a chance to even do higher damage than the strongest damage Elysian that was out before this one, which is Intertellera. This is the best attack damage Elysian right here for damage percent. This has a chance to even do double of the damage. This is really good. I'm definitely putting this Elysian in my top 3. I'm gonna go ahead and I could fumble Raspberry Maiden and Intertellera. I could put Raspberry Maiden at number 4 or Intertellera as number 4, but this is definitely a top 3 Elysian because of damage. The only thing I don't like about this Elysian is that it doesn't have any defense, but the lifesteal counters that. The lifesteal is absolutely amazing. I think that the healing on this is better than Thanatos, because Thanatos heals only 50% of the damage dealt for only 3 seconds. This gives you 10%. This gives you Kovis gives you 10% lifesteal for 15 seconds. So I'm gonna give Kovis, rank 1, hands down, the best Elysian. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Kovis gotta go to rank 1. I'm gonna give Kovis to rank 1. So I think Kovis is better than Thanatos. I recommend getting Kovis and bumping him up to the best, and using him because he does double the damage, gives you 10% lifesteal. The battle could go on for a long time, and you might not die in one hit. You could regenerate health while using the Elysian. You don't have to worry about getting one hit. You have to stay the same health. You got to pay attention to that. They made Thanatos and Kovish for a reason, and it's for these world tournaments. They want people to have higher stability, higher sustain in these long battles, because everybody has over 200 million health. That's in the master bracket. Now, other brackets is gonna be a lot easier to one hit. As far as the elite bracket, you have the rising star bracket. If you're playing in those brackets and you're around 10 million power, 20 million power, 50 million power, I recommend you going Intellera. Going pure damage, because it's so easy to one hit somebody at the first two brackets. But as you get stronger in the game, over 400 million power, over 300 million power, you're gonna have so much HP. The battles will go on longer. So you might want a little bit of life steal like Kovish. You might want Thanatos to get 50% of the HP back towards the damage you did on the enemy.